back then, B would just go, hey, and I would be like, hi. We had such a good thing going. Hello? Unknown.
Nice.
And welcome to Love Sam. Who are you?
Preview. Preview.
Oh, I don't like that. Nope. Because that's not creepy. And welcome to Love Sam. So let's get started. I like the graphics. Okay, so we're alone in our room. We only have one light. Okay, there we go. It's our kitchen. This is a horror. But probably a combo of both. Okay. This is the bathroom? Bye, Kimo. Hello, Sam, right? Huh? Did somebody just knock at the door? Knock at the door? Closet. Oh, okay. I say it's pretty... Do we have food in our fridge? Oh my god, we have no food! But we have alcohol. Oh my god. We're gonna starve to death! A little bit of pizza. Just a little bit. What's that? No, that's nothing. Paper towels. Damn! Okay. My dirty little secrets. Read on to move on. The last human on Earth was sitting alone in a room. There came a knock on the door. I've never cared for keeping a diary, but now seems to be a good time to start keeping one. Why? Because after all these years, I just can't forget about what used to be the light of my life. I know, overdramatic much. Knowing Brian Colmer as much as I did is bound to leave that big chunk of residue. Let's just say this diary is what's left of our relationship. 3 years? No. 3 years have passed and the world around me is still the same. Well, except for me. I look like a mummified corpse. What would B say if he saw me again? B left Rosen Peek the moment he graduated high school to go to a fancy college of his dreams. Since then, I could only rely on my memories of him to keep on going. I wonder if it was the same for him too. Probably not if he up and left. When you love someone, his whole existence just gets etched into your brain. So no matter how much B changes, I will always know him. Oh, I will always know it's him. But will B do the same for me? I love B, but he was not the most likely person to remember stuff. It's been 3 years, so it's possible he did forget about me. Or am I giving him too much little credit? So here comes the big question. Will he remember me? Circle your answer. No. Who am I kidding? Like, any of it matters now. Brian is a great guy and all, but after all this time, I can't be sure of anything. I just hope our time together was meaningful enough to him, enough to make him cherish even the darkest ones. Speaking of cherishable memories, I wonder, definitely not, 3 years. It's true, it's been a long time. I wonder what happened to Joe's Diner. Used to be my favorite place naturally because it was B's favorite place to begin with. If there were two things that were too good for Rosen Peek, it would be Brian and Joe's Diner. Home of the best pancakes in the world, Brian Colmer. Pancakes. Things were so much easier back then. B would just go, hey, and I would be like, hi. Nothing but hanging out after that with some occasional visit to Colton Hill. We had such a good thing going. Will he remember my voice? Will he say hey to me again? Did time already ruin our moments? I was like, unknown. Hello? Because that's not creepy. I just want to say hello every time I called him, but what I want to do and can do are two different things. Just enjoying B's presence on the other side of the phone was satisfying too in a way though. Hey, he was so eager to know who was calling him in the middle of the night. I wish I could sneak into people's minds, look beyond their eyes just by staring. If I had that power, I would never stop looking through B's window. Dude! Like, stalking much. August 21st, 2006. That's a debut outfit. I admire your confidence, Sam. And with that, my whole high school years were probably over. First day of new school, and the new girl in town got classified as undesirable by what seems to be the queen of Waywright Academy. I spent the last night telling myself, confidence, Sam, confidence, but looks like I should have spent that time picking better clothes. I try not to care too much about blending in, but these kids already look at me like I'm a candy handed out by strangers. The package seems fine, but you know there's something fishy in there. Judging from their whispers, I could figure out they didn't know Waywright even accepted transfers. It's been less than 24 hours since I moved to Rosen Peek, and I already enjoy sitting alone in my dorm room more than attempt socializing with people who call me a city girl. Well, screw you too, hillbillies. Besides, I decided not to force myself into making friends after how my old friends decided to turn on me. I just hope these guys leave me alone at least. Keeping a diary sure can help keep things together in all the chaos. I haven't kept a diary since kindergarten, but this seems like a good time to restart. Kudos to Mom for giving me the advice. Oh shoot, I almost forgot calling her. Write you later, diary. My only true friend. Love, Sam. Oh, crap, I forgot I could do that. Okay, so we can make it bigger. B will remember the moment he came into my life. For me, it's as clear as the moment he left. So clear that the downfall of our relationship still cuts deep in my heart. Yeah. Life in Rosen Peek was a jar filled with bittersweet candies. Not exactly tasteful, but I learned to enjoy it. Nevertheless, it's where my heart lies. Wrote a poem in B's memory. He used to struggle with Miss Lacey's poetry practice, even if he didn't have to try that hard. Miss Lastly always told us, poetry is not about using fancy words. Let your feelings do all the work. Well, this is how I feel. I stand at his doorstep, heart filled with desire. He rushes down the stairs, heart red like fire. But before his spirit can soar, first he must answer the door. Knock, knock. Hello? Dude, why is your hallway so creepy? Dude, it's like my hallway. Okay. August 22nd, 2006. Stacy is a classic, FYI. She's the one who taught crap about my favorite vintage shirt. It's like she jumped straight out of a cheesy teen drama. Blonde, hot, always talking, and a cheerleader. She even has a beefy jock for a boyfriend. I didn't want to start talking shit about someone already, but how could I resist? Every time I get into Stacy's view, triggered an obvious backbite. I'm certainly starting to think she's under a curse that kills her if she stopped talking about someone else. Sadly, coping with her bitchiness wasn't the hardest part of the day. Mom called again. As far as she knows, it's just rainbows and butterflies here in Rosen Peek. I can still remember the complicated face she made when I told her that my application was accepted by Wayride. None of us were expecting them to approve a transfer request of an 11th grader. Even if she told me she understands my need to move out of the city, I really feel guilty for leaving her alone. Even if it's Dad's fault our family is torn apart like this, you already used up your last runaway chance, Sam. Get your shit together. If not for you, for Mom. Hey. Other Wayride kids were so predictable. Their doors were already open even before I put my hand on the knob. But B's door was closed shut and so beautifully painted. Everyone liked him, but couldn't get him to open up. I knew there was something more behind that pretty paint, something behind his bright smile. But on the other hand, being able to hang out with him was a good enough blessing for me, even enough to make me want to never leave his side, ever. Hey! Hello? August 26, 2006. My first Rosen Peek weekend. As the name itself gives away, the small town fits perfectly as a setting for a mystery/horror genre. Lush forests, endless hills, and a lake that I'm certain is hiding a couple of dead bodies. I could pay a visit with the lake one day and take some gorgeous shots. As for now, I'm just going to leave those POI on my to-do list, which is already filled with crazy amount of homework. I now know why youngsters of Wayride will try their best to get as far away from school as possible after class, to escape from choking the pressure the teachers give them. Even on weekdays, pretty girls like Stacy will have their boyfriends give them a ride, and others make use of the power of public transportation to get to the more crowded parts of town. My brain's like... It does feel too quiet with no one left in school, but at least I don't feel as lonely as I was in San Diego. At least I don't have to watch everyone I know turn their faces away like I'm some kind of demon spawn. At least I don't have to be reminded how fucked up things can be in a single moment. Moving on won't be easy, but as long as I keep myself busy, it won't be that hard. So I wonder how I should spend this afternoon. Write you later. Love, Sam. B was always pushing his limits. Well, it was more like he was always being pushed, but he was good at it. That's why he naturally became the best quarterback of the team, while maintaining a high-grade first-star player. B was the best quarterback Wayride could ask for. Seeing him running all sweaty on the field always triggered something tingly within me. Something that made me want to catch him behind his back and never let go. All sorts of feelings and thoughts were pumped restlessly into my brain with every heartbeat. It gave me a bad headache, a good kind of a bad headache. I wanted it to stop, I wanted it to never stop. But as soon as B gave me that hey, all those headaches were washed away. It used to be the best prescription I could ask for. Hi. Take away the pain and let only good things stay. Hey. Oh, there we go. August 31st, 2006. For a boarding school, Wayride intellectuals are not that interested in becoming intelligent. I visited the library for Miss Leslie's book assignment today, and two things surprised me. The place was much bigger than the one in my old school. Someone could get lost in here. I had a strong feeling that people rarely visit the library, maybe because they feared being lost in there. The place was too clean. Even the books showed little sign of human touch. I wonder if Stacy is even thinking of picking up a book. With her admiring her boyfriend Kyle's tattoo all day, I doubt she has spare time to do that. Is she depending on Kyle to do the reading for her? Seriously. According to what I saw so far, he's either busy reacting to whatever's coming out of Stacy's mouth, or working up some shenanigans with his jock buddy Brian, was it? So yeah, right. In the meantime, I should be more concerned about myself than the well-being of the whole school. Makes sense. Open those eyes, no need for words. The sweetest love songs those eyes utter. So turn around and sing for me. Who are you? Hello? Why is there blood in my kitchen? Oh, I'm already standing up. Stick? Yo, what happened to my kitchen? Who killed my lights? Pizza box. No, we're not gonna microwave the stick. There's always, come on, it's not like there's plenty to eat around here. Right? Like, my god. That's the only food that I had. Damn. Okay, here's a stick. Jeez. Someone should clean up here. No, we don't clean up. We just go back. We'll beat the shit out of this game, right? This is the strongest stick in the world, okay? I miss him, even when I'm with him. I see him, even when he is not looking. September 4th. She does magically move stuff without arms. It's true. I mean, she can completely rotate her whole body around the chair without moving, too. Visited the library again, a bit more people than before, and among them was Brian. It's not worth a bother, but seeing a major skank's boyfriend's bud wandering around in the library is uncanny by everyone's standard. He must have been there to pick the book for Miss Leslie's assignment. I almost got too close to him trying to see what he was going to pick. I really hope he didn't notice that. I thought I'd be known as a regular geek than a creepy one. Woe is me, I hate to admit, but seeing Brian at the library was today's only diary-worthy event. Probably because it's the only human interaction that didn't give me the sensation of someone talking behind my back. At least today's entry is a tad more meaningful than what I wrote yesterday. I need to revise my book options now. Write you later. Love, Sam. And one day he will start looking at me too. Only to realize that I was with him the whole time, like a boogeyman under a sleeping child's bed. This is why beds are bad. Oh god. Me pronounce it right? Leviosa? Yeah, how am I gonna get... Oh, I need the stick, eh? Give me this letter. It really is dangerous under the bed. Especially with the game being all evil and everything going, you know, the boogeyman under the bed. It's like, dude, don't do that. September 7th, it was Mr. Kane's 9th psychology class, and he still managed to come up with another lame activity. This time he gave each of us a mask and made us express our personalities by drawing on it. Again, this was psychology class. The last thing I want to do right now is open up to others. So for the next 30 cringy minutes, I managed to create one of the most basic personality masks one can imagine. If my mask were a cover letter, it would start with, I'm a people person. But it's not the dumb exercise that's bugging me right now. When the masks were being passed around, Brian, yep, him again, kind of smiled at me. It's 11 p.m. now, why am I writing about this? It's most likely an accidental glance, but I still don't know why the very image hovered in my head for the rest of class. Okay, the rest of the day, stupid brain probably wants an excuse for screwing up today's math test. Mom, there's a monster under my bed. There totally was a monster under the bed. Yep, we're never sleeping here again. Okay, can we leave now? We don't need to be here anymore, right? Right, where'd my stick go? Ask if they... Yeah, do you have anything to eat under there? I'm getting kind of hungry. Hey, the blood splatter is gone, or the tomato sauce, whatever it is. B remember me as a friend, a weirdo, a liar. After all, he didn't really know me, like really know me. No one did. I had to put on so many masks just to survive high school. The me that B knew was just layers and layers of fabricated image. I could never take them off. I couldn't let anyone see how vulnerable I was. I would have been eaten alive. Worse, B would have left me completely. Even when the fragile layers wore off, I couldn't take them off. So that's all I did. Cover up the holes before anyone could peek through. Cover them up. Don't let them see my face. Find the lies. My battery! Okay, book, I don't know how you want me to find the lies. Did I die? Was that supposed to happen? Can we leave this house? Right? Did I fail? That part? How's it going? Okay, no. Right, eh? Game, what do you want me to do? Yeah, it just, so, the last time that there was something that we had to interact with in the book, we had to put sticky notes to cover, the face, but there's no sticky notes this time. I mean, there was nothing in the bathroom. Oh, I just realized my light's working again. It's definitely not cell phone related. Maybe, I mean... wallboard? forward, right? You keep reading the journal, and then certain things happen, and then you have to, like, react accordingly, right? It's just this part is kind of like... So if it's something that appears when the thing starts, so we kind of have to maybe just pay attention to the house itself and see what's potentially new? Oh, okay, thank you for closing the fridge automatically. I appreciate it. Not necessarily. It's pretty much just like a reading novel, and then the random moments like this. These paintings? Okay. Calendar. Oh, wait. So I feel like I'm going back way too far there. Okay. Sorry. Hello. Okay, no, nothing interacting with that picture. Nothing with that. Yeah, that heart's always there. What do you mean this looks like sticky notes? Oh, that one. Okay, so we gotta look for 3 sticky notes. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we know one of them's in the closet. This might be like a trial and error thing, but... Oh, get off the chair! Oh god. Later! Oh, okay, got 2. There's a high chance I'm not gonna find the 3rd one though before we die. Because that one's not a sticky note. Are we sure they're not hiding one in the freaking bathroom? Ugh. Where the hell is this 3rd one? Oh god, wait, are they randomly generated? That one disappeared. Okay, game, now that's mean. I can't even find the 3rd one. That one's still... Oh, is it because I went too slow? Oh, they pop up in order. Oh, okay, okay. So you have to start with the closet. Then this one. But then I didn't find that third one. Shit. To figure out where the third one is. Welcome back. It has to be the bathroom, right? Because first one's closet, second one's kitchen. Wow, they really don't give you a lot of time. There it is, got it. I don't know the order. Nope, that's not right either. That's not right either. Okay, we got it. Whoa. Wow. September 11th. I was returning some of the books I checked went out when he came from out of nowhere. Hey, anything worth reading? Jesus. I didn't know that the voice was aimed at me, but my heart was somehow already skipping a beat. Brian had to tap me on the shoulder to get my complete attention. Got it. Sam, right? I saw you going in and out of the library, he said with a buttery voice. It's not like I've been stalking you or anything. I come here from time to time to get the stupid-ass assignment out of the way so I can focus on my games. You stopped... Right, we were literally dead in like one more second. He said he couldn't find anything interesting to read, and since all he could think of were comics, he could use some guidance. My mind was still jumbled up from the ambush. All I remember saying is, how about Misery? Stephen King's works are good enough to get you started, because boys like any story with blood and breaking bones, right? Oh god. I don't recall how the rest of the conversation went, but I'm certain he said, see you later at some point, and I said, yeah, see ya. Misery. Real nice, Sam. If Brian didn't know you were a weirdo, he does now. What I did for B, all of them, because I loved him. Why couldn't he just understand? Others were nothing but poison. I was the only one who truly cared, but B didn't even appreciate the things I've done for him. I never wanted a drama. I wanted a poem like life. A tender, subtle love story written only for his eyes. It's totally fine if no one else gets it, as long as B does. I hope he remembers our own little world. Even if he forgot about it, I made him a map so he can find his way back. And I think it's a good time to come back now, B. Let's go back to our small world where all our favorite places are forever etched in my mind. I mean, we love the pancake spot. Go back. September 16th. Turns out the lake does have a history of having a dead body in it. I know this because I went there. I went there because Brian took me there. What? It all happened so fast. I was outside the yard reading when Brian appeared out of nowhere again. He said, hey, and started telling me how he actually enjoyed the book and how he never read the same book twice in his life. And since he was heading out, he offered to give me a tour of the town. 10 minutes later, we were passing Joe's Diner, home of the world-famous pancakes, says Brian. It was also an arcade across the diner. Brian hates the place because it's teeming with 10-year-olds. The donut shop was Brian's must-go-to place, unlike the music store, which, according to him, seriously needs to restock. I found my own POI, a bookstore. It was weird seeing a bookstore and a gym standing side by side, though. At the end of the tour, I finally got the taste of that sweet pancake Brian worshipped. Out the window, I could see the weird, gigantic hill that was also visible from my dorm room. Brian revealed that he had a secret base of some kind there. He jokingly said he could take me there when I'm cool enough. After dinner, Brian dropped me off at the bus station and drove off to meet with his friends. I was exhausted but hyped up beyond my limits. I can't sleep. How can I when the whole day just feels like a dream? I hope he remembers our own little world. Okay, we got a sticker. Mark our favorite spots. Pancake shop. That's the lake? That looks like a lake. I don't know, is that a lake? Maybe that's not right. Not the lake. The book. Nope, not the bookshop. The park. I don't know what that is. Was it not the pancake shop? So wait a minute. They talked about books. They talked about pancakes. He hates the arcade. The donut shop. So what the hell's a donut shop? Is that a donut? That's a donut. So wouldn't it be donut and... No? Hello, I need that third heart here. Give me one more sticker. Thank you. Okay, wait, and what was the other? Pancakes. Giant hill. So the secret spot. I miss Morning Dew Donut Shop. B never shut up about donuts. They did taste sweet, just like B's heart. Each bite was another memory to savor. But just like a donut, it had an expiration date. It turned cold and bitter. I miss its warmth. I miss its sweetness. I need to eat it up. Are we going to grab a donut? I don't think we have donuts in the... Oh my god, there's a random donut! I miss its warmth. We're eating donuts? I have a key! Evil donuts. Oh, definitely. The golems just obliterated the hammerheads today. I now know why they say Brian and Kyle are more than buds. I would have called them an awesome duo if only Kyle wasn't an absolute of a douche. I mean, the guy has his name tattooed on his arm. Call me old-fashioned, but I think he should go to a hospital and get that ego checked out because it must be swollen huge. At least he leaves me alone other than giving me that creepy stare when I pass by. I understand how Stacy can keep hanging out with him. But Brian, they do say we sometimes become friends with those who are at the opposite ends. Maybe it's not such a weird thing. Those calories are key. Yes. For me, the real win was the photos I took of Brian. Watch out for Sam Holt, the rising teenage stalker. Bringing the Poiler camera I bought years ago during my camera geek phase seems like a good idea now. So I know I promised myself to stay away from people, stay away from the drama, but when I look at Brian, when he talks to me, it feels like maybe, just maybe it's okay to have a little drama for myself. I'm not ready to define what this feeling is, but for now I'm going to label it as looking for a shoulder to cry on and just shove it under my bed, just like the pictures I took today. That's a chemical imbalance. hated every moment I was not with B. I was helpless. Every day I wanted to call him just so we could chat, but I was afraid of what Brian would think of it. It could even hurt his reputation. When I finally worked up the nerve to call, all I could do was listen to him say hello. That was as far as our late night phone calls chit-chat could go. I hung up wondering if he knew who was on the other end of the line. I remember the strong burning sensation that came every time I called him. That red, fiery sensation. Red. So fucking red. Red everywhere. Sam and Brian. Sam and Brian. Finish what you've started. It's like, what if I don't want to finish what I started? Oh wait, I need the pen, eh? Am I drawing a heart? Want to see how bad my drawing skills are? Okay, I mean, that's not too bad of a heart. The house looks good! Just got, you know, little hearts everywhere. A little stick figure? No? Am I supposed to draw more? So you wanted me to keep drawing? Nothing, we're good. Finish what you started. Definitely. Okay, so I can't grab that. Can't use the pencil. That's still my phone. So I can't grab the marker when I'm sitting down. So what do I do with... Oh. You? You don't want to go anywhere here. Oh, okay. Gotta draw here. Okay. Hey! Okay. I did it. Somebody's standing outside my window. Thank God. Hello. This is why you keep your windows closed at all times, okay? Do I have a light? Jeebus. Hello, creepy forest. Who kidnapped me? That got you? Not as drastic as the other game, though, right? But, like, the slow creepiness, eh? Sam, meet me at Colton Hill. You know where to find me, Brian. Okay. Due date for Miss Lacey's book report is right around the corner and I'm still not finished. Only if I wasn't too disturbed. Normally I wouldn't bother reading a teen romance story, but for some reason I thought, hey, why not? The premise of Mingled itself is pretty generic. Jenny has a huge crush on her childhood friend Michael, but she can't get Michael to think of her as more than just friends. She reaches a conclusion that it's because of all those girls around him, so she starts making a list of all the basic girls who also have a crush on Michael. What she's planning to do with the list is yet to be revealed. If I can finish reading the book by tomorrow, I'll be able to finish the report with enough time for a revise. P.S. I wonder how Brian is doing with his assignments. Why am I interested? Because he's been asking for my help with some of his works, and I gladly agreed to. Why would I do that? Because by helping Brian focus on his practices so he can bring trophies to our beloved school, it becomes safe to say I'm taking part in a bigger cause. Not like I'm doing it for personal reasons, right? I wanted so bad to be close to Brian. So close that I could peep into his beautiful head. So close I can just lean into him and tell him all my deepest desires. You. So close that I can whisper, don't leave me, don't go away, don't smile for others. Don't look away, don't look away. Nope, nope, I'm not turning around. Nope. Nope. Not doing it. Not doing it. Oh, not doing it. God, she's strong. Nope. I told you I wasn't doing it. Do I have to now? That's extremely disturbing. Stacy invited everyone to the late post victory party at her place this Friday. Weird that she told me that this at the hallway herself. The sudden act of courtesy was enough to leave me frozen. But to think of it, a self-conscious beauty queen like Stacy would love showing off how tolerant she could be. I prefer celebrating quietly in my room, but since the party is practically being held for Brian, I thought it'd be sort of rude of me not to be there. He was nothing but nice to me since I met him, so at least I could do is show up. Plus, I could probably witness the face Stacy makes when she sees I actually had the nerve to show up. Maybe, just maybe, I could even piss her off if I managed to strike a conversation with Brian. I know Mega hanging out with an alpha. Kyle would be busy confronting Stacy, fuming about how I messed up her ecosystem. No peer pressure, Sam. Just clean drinks and hopefully some casual talk with Brian. What could possibly go wrong? Like staring into closed eyes, I could never know if B knew I was looking at him. Did he even know I was there? Maybe he knew, but simply didn't care. The only thing looking back is my decaying sanity. I wanted to look away so much, but what's the point? When the stench is still there? I started to think that the only way to get B's attention was to throw myself off Colton Hill. How did I come so low? All I wanted was a chance to show how I feel about B without any noise getting in the way. No matter what happens next, it should at least give me some sort of closure and peace. Brian was super likable. Everyone liked everything about him. They couldn't stop smiling when Brian started talking. They made me want to puke. They smile as if their relationship with Brian mean anything, and yet I was the only one left with a broken heart when he left Rosen Peek. B was so determined about leaving that being a star player wasn't enough for him. B needed to be a fucking model student. Nothing says pick me to college admission like a spotless student record. He can't just shake up my whole world and leave. in death of missing teenager. The girl of 17 who was found dead at Colton Hill likely ended her own life, police say. Sam Holt, a transfer student of Wayride Academy, has been reported missing for 6 days until Rosen Peek authorities discovered her body in the forest. Due to days of heavy rain around the time of her death, the investigation of Miss Holt's death faced new challenges. However, interviews with school faculty members and its students led to the possibility that she threw herself off the cliff of Colton Hill after months of rejection from her peers. She was rarely seen with others as one of her former teachers. She was even publicly humiliated just before her disappearance. It must have worked as the tipping point for her. What did you find? Rosen Peek police says the fall did not kill Sam instantly. It is possible she gasped for air through her broken neck before dying. Wayride Academy now faces suspicion of neglecting its students, led by the mother of... Jesus. Oh. Okay. So can I not put this letter there? No? There? Okay. So I was like, oh god. Okay. I'm excited though. Okay, so I'm really bad at them. Like really bad. The game's... Ooh. That's a bathroom. The game stressed me out, like, so bad. You bought it 3 times? Wow. I own it, but never played it. Oh, we're outside again. Because I know how badly it's gonna stress me. Like, my anxiety skyrockets when I play those types of games. Okay, this is Colton Hill. That's her bag? Okay. In the world, first cover of the game I was finished. Oh god. See, that would be me, 100%. Oh my god, Brian actually took me to Colton Hill. The hideout Brian mentioned had a wonderful view of the small town, the whole place under the golden sunset. The best part of this spot was that it is quite hidden and unsafe. You could easily roll down the hill if you are careless or drunk, and no one could find you for days. How awesome is that? Being drunk with that wonderful moment didn't cause any accident, though. We sat there for less than an hour, but it felt like an eternity. I can't even remember what we talked about. I do remember saying how beautiful Rosen Peek is, and Brian being all meh about it. I guess you can get fed up with views like this, too. Today's only regret is that I failed to bring the true essence of the hill's view back with me. There's a reason why I gave up photography as a hobby in the first place. At least a close-up shot of Brian was not half as bad. When I came back down the hill, it became clear that my life just became a little bit more messed up now. I know because I really want to talk to Brian again soon. Help me get to sleep quickly today, diary. Love, Sam. Aren't we supposed to sleep, Sam? It says she died the plot thickens. Yeah. You know how like some people can't come to terms with what happened and stuff, right? So they get stuck in that like that never-ending loop. Brian's secret hideout, a closed Colton Hill hiking road discovered by himself so he can hide from the world around him. Not a flashy place, but it had a great view. All of life's problems. I wished it could be our special place, ours and ours only. Colton Hill is nothing but a rock pile of blood-soaked memories now. Why did he have to break my fucking heart? Was I just one of his many friends? Maybe that's it. That's why he wanted to leave even after I told him we won't be together anymore. He thought he was too good for Rosen Peek and me. To him, I was just a background in his picture. Huh? Who just took a picture? I'm Ricky Mouse apparently look at the... Right? You don't deserve a face. The book report was finished days ago, but I can't stop thinking about Mingo. I'm reading! Can we not lock me in here while I'm trying to read a letter? Oh god. Stop it! Stop it! Stop. Hope you remember how to take pictures. I want to read the letter. Okay. I really don't need a demonic possession right now. This is so... Exactly! Like, do your possession shit after I read. To summarize the rest of the book, Jenny gets on this jealousy-fueled sabotage rampage on every girl who has a crush on Michael. I know, it sounds horrible without context, but it's actually kind of cute. She finally stands on top, but Michael finds out what she's done. He breaks Jenny's heart, saying he can't be sure who she is anymore. Things work out in the end, but that's not why I sympathize with the dorky psycho girl. Brian is just like Michael. Popular, has killer biceps, busy hanging out with people. I can't see what he wants because of all the noise around him. I know he wants to go to college, but what about beyond the boring stuff? What kind of person does he like? What does he think about? Me? He told me about his mom, how she died of cancer last year. It must have been so hard trying to look okay in front of everyone who's depending on him. I sometimes feel like he can't see me because he's so busy trying to meet everyone's expectations. I know how those around us can be hurtful and it's dangerous to rely on them so much. I just wish I could tell Brian one day I'm here for him. Okay. Wait. Maybe that's it. There we go. Brian got what he wanted in the end. He left Rosen Peek as soon as he was given the chance. As for me, I was left to suffocate in the hole of tainted memories until I drowned in my own endless nightmare. Don't leave me. Every day, every night, I'm surrounded by whispers. Whispers that lie. Whispers that eat away my brain piece by piece, no matter how hard I try to. Oh god, I hear them again. Are you in a healthy relationship? Take this survey quick to find out. One must take as much as one gives. Give and take, yes. Obsession is a strong form of love. No. Loki. No one can... Loki. No one can have what you can't. Wait. No one can have what you can't. No? B never loved you. Because you are a selfish little shit. All of your problems are caused by you. It's all your fault. Oh my god, my face! Results are in. It looks like you still have your eyes closed shut. Then, keep them shut. How long will you last this time? Hello? My phone is super bugged. Oh god, I hear them. It's getting worse. The fucking shithole town left a disgusting crack on my heart. The phone is definitely cursed. Miss Leslie gave us an easy poetry assignment for once. She said it's okay to make a parody of the classics as long as we stick to the A-B-C-B rhyme. So I took the liberty of letting my imagination go A-B-C berserk. Here's a slight taste of my early work. Roses are red, violets are blue. My life would have sucked if it wasn't for you. I could have waited for Brian to ask for my help with homework again, but I decided to make the first move this time. And guess what? He said he could handle it alone. Call me paranoid, but I'm worried I might have hurt Brian's pride. That's what happens when Sam opens her idiot mouth or uses her idiot brain. P.S. I've decided to carry my diary in my bag. The doors in the girls' dorms are way too easy to open. Not as easy as Stacy, though, if you know what I mean. I even once saw one of the girls using a notepad to crack her door open. Besides, I have this weird hunch someone's been reading my diary. I decided to not ignore this hunch. What? Just sit here with me then. Hmm? You want to sit down? Here. How about if you sit like this? This better? It's so cute. It's getting bigger and bigger. The voices I hear from the crack are getting louder. I can see more and more eyes staring at me through the gap. When I ran out of places to run, I had only one solution. Now my memories are scattered all over the dark, and I must look for them in the dark. ACB. Oh, no, wrong paper. Yes, camera. Okay. That was terrifying. They keep me warm. Oh. Right? I cherish your smile. I indulge in your gaze. Right? Like, it's a very simple game. Like, there's not much to it. But there's just something about it that's so creepy, eh? Oh, that's a wall. Well, that's a fridge, right? Oh no, that's my door. Okay. Okay, Loki, careful, bud. Sorry. Okay, there doesn't look like there's anything in the closet. Okay, so if I turn around towards the desk. Oh, wait, is that above the wall? Oh, there's something there. No, come on, bud. Like endless sun rays. Okay, so now we have to place the pictures. So... I indulge in your gaze. No? Yeah, but I'm not good with poems, though, right? I cherish your smile. Oh, shit. Wrong button. I indulge in your gaze. They keep me so warm like endless sun rays. See, that to me, that rhymes. That's good. But that's totally not right. Wrong. So maybe we start with I indulge. No? I indulge in your gaze like... Oh, okay. I indulge in your gaze like endless sun rays. Oh, A, B... Oh, okay, sorry. So it's gaze, then rays. But then these two are still wrong. Oh! Okay. B, okay. Thank you. I was like, what the hell? Okay. With Brian preparing for a rematch with the Hammerheads, I once again gladly gave him a hand with the non-important homework stuff. I must say the teachers here don't give their poor students a break just because the test is over. It's not like I'm burdened with helping out, but Brian is really trying hard to get good grades. From what I heard, he doesn't have much to worry about going to college since he's practically a local football star. Maybe his pushy police chief dad raised him to be an overachiever. It's funny how a model athlete like Brian got friends like Kyle who always finds excuses to pull him out of school. It's unfair, really. As long as you are a sports star, you'll end up with douches like him no matter how nice a person you are. I don't speak with Kyle much, but I don't need to keep a conversation to know what he's like. First of all, his girlfriend is friggin' Stacy Lonnings. The stare he gives me when I pass by is enough to creep me out for the whole day. It would be lucky if Stacy didn't come along and start yapping about how Brian is out of my league. She has Kyle to play with, so why should she even care? Like, ask your boyfriend out for a drive, jeez. Have a nice life with him so Brian can stay out of the poison he does not deserve. Do I have to go back to the door? Can't see, though. You gonna make me go back to the door? Is that me? Totally not creepy at all. Why am I upside down? There's no one there. Right? Oh my god. Oh, I don't like that. Can we just hang up the phone? Well, I don't like that. Greenheart College. Discover your potential with our early admission program. We are waiting for anyone who is ready to take the next step. What are you fucking smiling at? I ain't smiling at nothing. Of course. Because that's not terrifying at all. Right? Am I not supposed to take a picture of his smile, right? I'm pretty sure that's what we have to do. Am I missing? Am I missing something? I can't open this. Good morning. Smiling. Oh, I'm not sure what to do here. There's no kiting room around either. Okay, game. What am I supposed to do here? Don't pussy out. This is for B. Careful. Press it. Are we in the bathroom stalking him? Hello? Can I have the letter back? I don't want to be back in the bathroom. Why are you following me? Oh. There was a consulting session for Greenheart College student programs at the gym today. I've seen its posters all over the school since the day I arrived. I had nothing better to do, so I decided to give a visit and spend my precious after-school time reading brochures. And once again, just like at the library, I was surprised to see Brian there. He was at the early decision program booth. I wanted to talk to him, but instead I ran from my room. I jumped to my bed, and out of nowhere, tears started to drop. I bet it was because of those stupid hearts. Yep, I saw those hearts again. Now they were on the gym walls, too. At first I thought whoever drew them must be very insecure about the relationship, but the truth is that I wish I had a relationship to be insecure about, too. Deep down, I know I want my own hearts on the walls, too, but seeing Brian at the college booth felt like I was finally getting punched by reality. I have no idea what I'll be doing in a couple of years. I thought of staying here at Rosen Peek, but with Brian preparing to leave it, there's just no point to it. No Brian, no hearts on the wall. God, it's like my brain's creating a storm. I'm just gonna lie down for a bit. Hopefully I'll wake up next week. I wake up without waking up. Same rainy night, my lifeless room, endless nightmare. My life is nothing but a repetition of waking up with nothing to live for. Not even a false hope to look forward to this time. Long time ago, when I finally got to accept my feelings for Brian, I thought everything was going to change. But every day, I was still just like every day. He was still a school star. I was still just his friend. When you live in Rosen Peek, people expect things to stay the same. If anything changed between us, it could ruin me and everything around him. So that's how it went. Nothing changed when my whole world burned. I kept telling myself maybe after graduation I'll be able to express my feelings for him. I let the fire in my heart eat through my soul and body. I called myself a coward. But I chose to keep what little I had to enjoy. I was a poor kid crawled up in bed. Poor? Do I really deserve that charity title? Am I really the victim of all of this? Who is here to judge me anyway? It's all over. Everyone left me. So why do I feel like I'm being chased? Like someone's always watching me? Like someone's always trying to judge me? How'd the invite go? Is she in or not? Oh, she's coming. Dorks like her can't say no to parties like this. Sweet, time to give her the drama she wants so bad. It's because of her. The moment she came into our lives, that what little I had to enjoy started to crumble. I know I've used half of this diary writing about Stacy being a bitch, but now she's just unstable. It wasn't even past the first class when I started arguing like crazy with Kyle. Heard her shouting something like, "I'm done doing a shit for you," before storming away. Then she saw me. I was her next target. She strutted towards me and said, "This is all your fault. Why don't you go back to fucking San Diego?" Well, what did I do? She was off before I could even open my mouth. I turned to Kyle Francis, but he was gone too. Come to think of it, I really saw them hanging out recently, but I didn't know things were this intense. Brian's been acting a bit weird too, though. He hasn't talked to me much recently. He even looks somewhat more upset than usual. I finally tried to ask him what was wrong, but he cut me short by asking if I called him last night again. All I could give was a blank face until Brian said never mind and walked away. What was that about? What did he mean again? Calling me in the middle of the night for no reason is something I've dreamed of, but that doesn't mean I actually did it. What the hell's going on? Only bad changes happen in life, no matter how hard I try to protect it. A city girl just asking to become an outsider. That was all she was to me. Hell, that was all she was to everyone else. But then I saw them talking at the library. I couldn't see clearly, but I could tell what was going on. He was making her smile. It was another smile taunting my feelings for Pete. No one would ever know what kind of emotions I was hit with at that moment. A change was happening, and I didn't like it at all. Stacy didn't like it either, and she could never stand letting an easy social prey slip away from her. Naturally, Stacy took a peek into her diary one day. She's the yoga of her, yeah. She took pictures of some of the entries and sent them to me and her gang. She wanted everyone to join her twisted, childish game. The diary had no special meaning to me, but not until I read about how Brian took that cunt on a fucking tour of the town. He had no interest in girls whatsoever, and suddenly now he's hanging out with an outsider? At that moment, I got tired of doing nothing. I knew I had to do something, so I gave Stacy an idea. It was going to be easy. Spike her drink, get her wasted, and humiliate the shit out of the city girl in front of everyone. Only then she would know her place. It could have been so simple, only if B didn't get in the way. I'm hoping to do nasty stuff to her drunk ass. So I can't believe Brian had to take her away like that. Well, bitches like Sam does tend to make some people feel sorry. She did mention something about her dad and her daughter. She has some daddy issues. No, but how about we show everyone how needy bitch she can be? Sounds fun, but how? No. This can't be happening. Oh, good. That's not creepy at all. Jesus. What the fuck is going? I don't even know how to describe what happened this morning. This is fucked up. My hands are shaking again. It started when I opened my locker and something poured out. For a few seconds, my brain was cut off from whatever was happening. When I finally looked down, there were dozens of pictures scattered on the hallway floor. All of them were pictures of Brian with gibberish writing on them. The whole school was at the hall. They looked at the pictures, then at me, then at the pictures. Brian was there too, the face he gave me, the face of disgust. He turned away and left. He didn't even say anything. I tried to chase him, say something, anything to him, but the floor started spinning and people started whispering, like they knew what was going on. The air soon began to choke my throat. I swept what was on the floor and ran off to class. Of course, Stacy must have something to do with this. I looked for her, but she was nowhere to be found. The rest of the day was nothing but avoiding eye contact with everyone. I can't sleep. Brian's not answering any of my tests. There's no one to talk to. People can be cruel. B kept saying nothing was going on between them. Lies, lies, but I wasn't about to believe everything was just fine. How could you? In my eyes, Sam was using Brian to fill her sad, empty life. I couldn't let that happen. She wanted drama she didn't deserve. She deserves shit. She doesn't get to barge in and start stealing the life I've only dreamed of. Stacy kept doing what she does best, digging into others' secrets. She sent pictures of the little shit's diary pages to me. That's how I found out about their little trip to Colton Hill. It was our hideout since the last year of high school, and her presence turned it into fucking nothing. How could B do this to us? The only way to break them apart was to show Brian what a creep she was. I kept reading the disgusting words she wrote on her diary. At the same time, I felt something, a reminder of how I felt when I fell for B. How it felt so right and terribly wrong. Screaming into my pillow, I never helped with making the feelings go away. Did you find the diary yet? Babe, I think you're taking this too seriously. Did you find it or not? I think she knows I'm sneaking into her room. I can't find it anywhere. Don't you think you're too obsessed with breaking them up? You're bailing on me now? Forget it. Please, babe. Maybe Brian doesn't even like the girl. I said. The school counselor called me today. Mr. Ferns asked me if the rumors were true. Rumors that I've been leaving heart drunk all over school. Rumors that I've been stalking Brian. At this point, the whole school must be out of its mind. I didn't even know the letters in the frickin' heart spelled S and B. And what? Just because the initials are S and B, suddenly every name that starts with them are Sam and Brian? I guess what even crazier words are on the streets. Sam Holt, the daughter of a sex offender, craves forbidden love. How on earth did Stacy find out about Dad? Why would she do so much to fuck up my life? And where the fuck is she? You know what? I'm tired. I'm tired of waiting for Brian to listen to me. I'm tired of looking for words that describe this fucked up situation, and I can't believe I have to go through this again so far from home and so soon. Brian, please say something. Then I remember, she wrote something about her dad. It must have had something to do with her existence in my life. I started digging. It wasn't even a challenge. Keith Holt arrested for sexually assaulting a teenager. It was beautiful. I found the perfect ending. All I had to do next was fill in the rest of the story. Sam Holt calls Brian from a payphone in the middle of the night and silently listens to his voice. How did Sam's dad even get married? He likes little girls, doesn't he? Maybe Sam's room used to be Sam's mom used to be the pervert's victim. Sam Holt takes Brian's picture and keeps them hidden in her locker. That Sam's girl's got some balls. Everyone's talking about her pervy dad and she still shows up to class? Respect. Sam Holt draws hearts all over the school to let others know Brian is hers. Oh my god, how could Sam Holt not kill herself? If my dad went on the news for touching teens, that's bye-bye world for me. Dude, people are so fucked. A needy city girl with a huge hole to fill. A hole left by her sweet old daddy. She was just a disaster waiting to happen. No one, even Brian, would think otherwise. I made all the preparation while Stacy spread the rumors I created. It wasn't easy. I almost got caught taking a picture of Brian using the restroom, but I kept going. Every picture I took was a love confession I could never make. Every heart I drew was my sacrifice for him. When enough suspicion piled up on Sam, I stuffed all the pictures I took into her locker. It was a happy coincidence that B was there to see the spectacular unfold when it happened. It was over. Things were about to turn back to normal. And then Stacy's drama-filled head exploded. Like, how did her head explode? Oh. To live again. Okay, this potentially could take a bit. Where's the safe zone in the kitchen? Is there a safe zone in the kitchen? I don't think so, eh? I'm done watching you get away with the shit you've done to me. Did you really think I wouldn't find what's going on? I know you've been using me to break Sam and Brian apart so you can have some fun with her. Well, I had my share of fun when I told Brian what you've been doing. You should have seen the face he made when I got to the part about you drawing those hearts all over the school. Hope you enjoy your happy life now that there's no Brian to get in your way. Oh, between I saw you staring at the college poster. Wait, did you like the girl in the poster too? Is that why you tore her face off? You need help, don't bother calling me. Okay, so Stacy realized that person was just as messed up as well. Please, man, Stacy got it all wrong. It's just a misunderstanding. It's a meaningless prank, that's all. Please, B, don't do this. Text me back, please. The day Stacy told Brian was the last day he talked to me. He was so angry at me, he would never understand what I did for him. Typical. So effing typical. Again, I was left alone to suffer. This time, someone had to pay for it. Okay. S. Sam. Kyle. Why is Kyle so jealous? This is so great. Oh, hello. I don't like that. Nope, 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 nope. Nope, 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 nope. Push Sam off the cliff? Jeez. Sam's property, keep out. Hello. closet. It was an accident. I never meant to kill her, or maybe I did I? But what does it matter now? Did any of what I did matter? I left the team soon after what happened at Colton. After that, the school. From what I heard, Brian easily got accepted to college. He left town right after the graduation. The fact that he's a star athlete with notable school record worked like a charm. He's been growing the idea of leaving Rosen Peek since his mom died. Living alone with his obnoxious dad didn't help much with being attached to this hometown. He kept his plan mostly a secret. He hated the attention he was getting as a star who lost his mom. If people found out about his plan, they would surely be talking about it too. But he did hint about leaving, and I tried so hard to ignore what it meant for me. Even those college posters all over the school were laughing at me. They were making fun of my impending doom. They were all saying, haha, see? You're gonna die alone here. Maybe I knew. I knew that Bea took an interest in Sam because she was just a clueless new girl who was lonely enough to do anything for any guy who was nice to her. But jealousy is a strong creature. It quickly devoured my mind. Soon anger took control of me. And I just needed someone to be mad at other than Brian. Even after he left me, anger stayed. It still haunts me in my sleep, and every time I open my eyes, it just gets worse, and again, it's time to wake up. But wake up for what? To be greeted by the fact that I must start running around in circles again? That I must stick needles into my body so I can forget my past for a few fucking minutes? It's just like the story Miss Lacey once told us about, the shortest horror story in the world. The last man on earth heard a knock on the door. I'm alone in my room, I'm alone in this world. There's someone knocking on the door. I don't know who it is, but I keep the door locked. No one comes in and no one gets out. I'm so tired, I just want it to end. Let's just wake up, let's just open the door. I don't care who or what's waiting for me. But what about my diary? The one I've been keeping to remind myself how I'm the victim of everything that's happened. I don't know what I would do without it. What will keep me from going insane? So here comes the big question. Should I keep it? No, it's time to admit, I've been keeping a memory of lies. I'm the only one to blame for the shit I had to deal with. It's about time I burned it. But what about after that? I could open the door out of here, face whatever's waiting for me. Or I could just stay with the fire and let go. Whatever the choice, it's time to light the fire. I was like, ow. The death of Sam Holt, initially reported as suicide, was shed at new light by her former classmate. Kyle Jenkins confessed he was with Miss Holt when she fell to her death on Colton Hill in 2006. According to the shocking revelation, the 14-year-old transfer student from San Diego was involved in a heated confrontation with Mr. Jenkins due to... Damn. It's such a, like, a deep, sad story. Jeez. Love Sam. Not bad, though. It's been a long time since I played it. They recently had added in some new jump scares and kind of redid the whole game. Like, they enhanced the graphics and stuff. So it's definitely, it's a lot better than when I first played it, like, years ago. It was pretty good.